Welcome back. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. This is my knife. No, must be not.
Despite the name, the Living Lands isn't an easy place to make a life, but it breeds resourcefulness.
To do with animals.
Hide it under the wine and nobody will look for it. On it.
How did you get in there?
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
2 cards.
Not anymore. We have the situation in hand.
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
We threw it in the river.
We?
The point is, we didn't want anyone to reassemble it. They've got more opportunists than mushrooms out here. In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Well,
Don't make him pull rank.
when you put it like that, no. Apologies. Go through.
But don't come back with anything illegal or we'll detain you.
Envoy? Nothing to report.
These. Oh, was it that? Gotcha. No, it's not that. Looks like what the shit?
We make a good squad.
Oh yeah, we do. Hey, what's up, Emily? Emily, Zoe? I don't pay attention to the chat much. So you guys know.
Hope you don't mind spiders.
Going to the Luna's Cavern. Fuck, I got to. Gotta see what's in this thing. Plate armor, huh? I guess that's what I want. Maybe I don't. I want common plate armor. Huh. I want to keep what I got. Max stamina. Essence is down, but not that much. Okay. Rolling with it. Yeah, so check out some here. Ability cast. Oh, I'm in lumber now. Just, oh, I can just stash in camp. Or, common breastplate. Is that what I'm wearing? I'm wearing common breastplate. Oh, there we go. I'm an idiot.
You take lead.
I'm taking lead on her. Oh, he's over there watching.
This is mine. Good one. Another glorious battle.
Also, with this essence,
Ready, aim.
we're fine right there. We're going deeper. Uh-huh. Those were the spawns.
Stand back.
Attacking this guy.
Stand raw. You're
Yes.
mine now. Stand raw. Next one's mine. Stand raw. Didn't stand a chance. Stand raw. Stand raw. Nice. Stand raw.
Check him.
Stand raw. Look up, envoy. Come and get me! Stand raw. Stand raw. One for you.
What do we do? Back of his leg, huh? Back of his leg. Oh, nice. He got inside. There's a little story and attribute distinctive behaviors and abilities. Playstyle, upgrading them. What's it do when taking damage greater than 20% response? Attack. Nice. That's worth it. And what's his leg? Not a material. Quest item, huh? Someone wanted this dude dead.
Here it comes.
Like, we know you probably used one of these. There, we got it. Right. Boom! Spider cavern conquered. Watch you can get to. I didn't unbar the door. Through here. That's just right. Yeah. What we got?
Oh, no, you don't.
These guys? Actually kind of tough.
Nice shot. I was just getting warmed up.
Isang sabu.
I know where I'm at. I'm in a big circle.
Well done with the ambassador. Pity you couldn't get to the clavager in time. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. The work here is kind of tedious.
Hmm. Oh, nice, guys. Is there a photo mode in this game? Damn it. Wish this tree was out of the way. Beautiful sky. To a building one. What? Really do you like the ice, I guess? Let's go. Show. Oh, nice. It's good to know. I did a. Is it one on level 5? I'm gonna save this. Alright, guys, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Alright. Oops. Oh, of course. You can still move. Some games, man, you can't fucking move. Yes. Man, you put a lot of branches on. Okay, up there. If I want. I think I want that. Okay, so what can this? And this.
Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there. Nice. It's nice traveling with another soldier. You'll have to tell me one of your war stories. Yeah. Check your bedroll for fang worms.
Oops. What?
Que larde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? A godlike of unknown provenance. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for here. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. Average build? Now, if he were a river, I could describe him perfectly. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the Eastern Wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3 this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay for it. I may even have more work for you. Thank the gods. At least coin will get me somewhere. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even...
Well, that's our marching orders then.
That's far enough, Outlander. Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself. Wow. Aren't you the little do-gooder? Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange
kill
as
you.
you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our fair city.
Boss? What if he's right?
Shut it, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal. Street whelps. Did you hear that, Pod? Let's teach this Adiran pig a lesson.
Wait, you fought in battles? Real battles? And survived? Boss, I think we're in big trouble.
Pod, I swear by the gods you will draw your weapon and follow my lead.
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander, I'm coming after you.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway. Take your best shot. Then raw. Then raw. Nice. Just like the good. Old days.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in birch. Gods be with you, envoy. This is the banner of Cadnua, a fine castle in the Eastern Reach. Not so fine anymore, is it? According to legend, one of the gods destroyed it. Then the lord or lady returns from the dead, seeking vengeance. That's where the story gets interesting. Romance, sword fights, explosions, dragons. Strange tale if you ask me. Never did hear how it ended. Good morning. Rawatai, an empire that could give even Adir pause. The storms that rack their shores have calmed, but they're still a sight to behold.
Hey, don't give Rawatai's admirals any ideas. They've sent fleets for less.
Many others complain about your people taking over. I get it, but we could do with a bit more order around these parts. Paradise. That a settlement should last so long in the living lands is nothing short of miraculous. There's a reason folks refer to this place as Old Valia now. Not much is grand about this fractured empire.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived and you're... Oh, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you. Well, she comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason. Kind of like a nightmare. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care.
What? No parting words from me? After all the time we spent to...
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now. Right.
Don't mind me. Just doing my job.
Envoy!
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? The arrow struck. Then your soul found us, here in the emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive. Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. as many as the beetles and worms in the soil. But we do not want that. We could send you back. Just this once. You think of us, with your own escape so near. We are moved and decided. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison. Immensely. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. You'd think so, but I can't find a scratch on you.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. That's what everyone in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. A resistance to poison isn't a resistance to the beyond.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Ah, look at us, rambling on like you're still the bloodied corpse.
This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. One who sees into the spirit realm, speaks to the dead, and knows the past through their eyes. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up. Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow. The sooner we solve your murder, then we should talk back again. I'm hoping you can help me understand what...
Hey, I had a dream about you.
Any injuries I should know about? No? You know how it is. Fighting in the alleys, rumor of a plague, odd creatures skulking out of the wilderness. Someone somewhere always needs to get patched up. And when they need me, here I am.
Don't let the walls fool you. This city's as dangerous as the wilds.
Envoy, could I speak with you for a moment? So, you're that godlike, the Adiran. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strike. Interesting. Say, would you be up for helping out some down on their luck Adirans who can't get... Oh, heroic. Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return. Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of adherents. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an adherent in the city. Now they're everywhere. Well, let's stick to the matter. Anyway, with all these adherents coming in, Lawfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul. Ah, but you can. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the Strangleroot,
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. Thank you, Envoy.
Oof, that's all rough.
Wish that sober. Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs. Yes, sir. My brother Cadman and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? Floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy. It's built on ruins, and the ruins are falling apart. Because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's a... well, he's like you. A godlike. He belongs to Aethys. And if the rumors are true, he's the very last of his kind.
Take it from me. Around here, the rumors always have some truth to them.
We just want to talk to him. That's why we went down there. And my brother's hurt, and my team's in danger, and I'm stuck here and...
Take it easy, kid.
I'm sorry. Everyone at the embassy's too busy to help me, and I'm worried sick. Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass. The Oracle is said to possess a holy relic that belonged to Aethys, a part of the god's Titan body. This Oracle, I don't know if he's dangerous, but he's supposed to carry a sword full of diamonds. I'll probably never get to see it now. Well, I gather there were folks who worshipped Aethys. And they'd come to this temple from all over the living lands to pray, or be healed, or to ask forgiveness. But Aethys isn't too popular these days, so...
So, most people don't go there anymore.
Right. Exactly. Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
You died. But you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you.
Gorgeous. Sure. Of course you do. Okay. Hour and a half. Alright. Need a little more? Which one are you gonna be eating? I like it. Look at how are those lights downstairs? Okay. Because these were in this window all day. That pink one's doing a lot better. The red was doing really well until just now. The pink's lit up really well though. I know, right? You want to like turn on more.
You've got some god looking out for you. Still can't believe you're alive.
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor. Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. Here's something to tide you over. But your work isn't finished just yet. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. At this point, I can't rule anything out. We're in uncharted waters. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. I look forward to hearing about it in your report. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisian rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the Living Lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. Before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. I admire your confidence. There's no point in being modest with our advantages. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Envoy, is it really you? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you survived the attempt on your life. But
Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You don't have to say anything. The letter... Sort of. Maybe you can help. I was seeing this girl, Nasha, down at the bathhouse. I'm sure it was just business at first, but we fell in love. I haven't been in a while, though. And the thing is, I've met someone else. That's what everyone tells me. They just couldn't see what we had. I wrote her a letter, but I'm too cowardly to deliver. Right. Of course. Thank you. I used to wonder why no one talked about it. Nasha should be working right now. The place is called the Mermaid's Den. It's the big one with the bell. If you get lost, look for the mermaid mural. This may be the most foolish thing I've ever gotten myself into.
Must not be hiring.
Yeah, so close. But what's the point? It's... Oh, you're a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back. Whatever the case, don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all. No, of course, you should know. This place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Something is happening here. The plants and Sapiento di Falva, alchemist. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and fauna. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today, but nice. Oh, just a bit of luminous adra. Rather valuable, but nothing against the law. You may have noticed, or perhaps not, since no doubt you've been busy, that wildlife here has gone a bit wrong. No one knows how best to describe it, but we can all... As you no doubt know, luminous adra is a more powerful form of the adra we see out there from time to time. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my adra have not delivered it, and they seem to be avoiding me, as if they fear my wrath. Oh, it's very hard to find. It comes only from the Deadfire Archipelago, and when refined, can have wondrous effects. Enhanced strength and stamina, slower aging too. I've even heard it has a pleasant minty flavor. My friends must have lied, or they got the adra and they lost it. I can't imagine why else they would be. Best of luck with that. I saw them briefly. They were running around the paradise, talking to other scholars in the area. Ganef. I don't wish them ill, but any luminous adra will do, he said, as if the stuff were falling from the sky.
The hunters set that up as a way to earn some extra coin.
You're a brave soul, spiders are bad enough as it is. Let alone big... A pleasure, envoy. I'm Aldrich. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Show it here. I don't envy you having gone into that horrid place, but I'm thankful you did so. Good. Too many good men and women died because of that bastard. May he face... Be safe up. Welcome back. Hey, someone had to take the job. Ensuring that these threats to the good people of Paradise are eliminated. I guess I consider it my first steps down a long road to it. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The Dangerous kind. Some more than others. Apologies, friend. But that's none of your concern. I left there for a reason. And now I'm here. Be safe out there. Going to take on the ogre then? Tempestuous Luandi Kalchurai, huh? Watch yourself. Her aim is as sharp as her. There ain't many ways into that camp from what I've heard. You might want to consider trying to find one. A frontal assault would be mighty reckless.
Step right up. I can tell you need more fire. Please buy something. I'm trying to... Of course not. I wouldn't sell you something I thought would kill... I did that once. I had to hire a watcher to get the Phantom out. I suppose I shouldn't brag about that. My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this will work out. Actually, why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead? See? You understand? It's not cheating. It's being prepared. I knew...
Then roar!
You there! Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that book?
You, what are you doing? This is a crime scene. That's evidence.
That's the Imperial envoy. Stay out of his way.
Oh, huh?
Envoy?
It's crime scene.
If the militia had any form of instruction, they'd get it here.
They call your food
Like you're a
one.
damn good shot, you know that?
Oh, I'm well aware. Thank you. It's very sweet.
Nice.
Which
From
one
the
is
city
she?
still locked.
You really want to know the answer
Excuse
to that
me?
question?
What in God's name are you talking about?
Think about it. Nobody coming in and out. No smugglers to look out for. No more deerins coming into the city.
You actually kind of have a fair point there.
You're free to pass through the gate now.
I'm gonna watch. So he's right. We should go to the bar first. That's it. Let's go.
The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of Makul. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Drago Sakasaptitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Wait until you get to know him.
Oh, I could feel it. Gods. You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. Wasn't a bluff. That was a test. Any hunter worth their salt knows Widow's Kiss has no effect if it's ingested. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Adir must be rough. Right, that's the goal. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
Hey, I told you, he's an excellent tracker.
You haven't exactly been low-key, have you? I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out at Makul. Don't you worry. One moment.
See, Marius? Told you I wasn't ready to...
I had it under control.
Ah, it's the now. As opposed to what? The way I see it, they're safer in here than they are out there. If someone starts thinking they're atheists, I can put them down for a nap. If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll... The locals are worried about the steel garrote coming into town. Whatever Wodica wants. There's a rumor about a valuable Pargrun stash north of here. You did? It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Some Svef user told me he had a vision out by the east. I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn.
Saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same. Nothing to see here, Envoy. I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. What?
This comes naturally to you? Were you raised in Galawain's tusks?
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
These things happen from time to time. Inquisitor Ludwine understands. I am, but there's no shame in taking pride in your work either. You understand what it takes to maintain order. We're going to do great things with you around.
I'm not saying violence is never the answer, but she's a little too keen to deploy it.
So the punishment is death? I guess the corpse's biggest crime was getting caught.
Paradis is getting more dangerous by the hour.
I don't like how those militia folks look at you.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning battle rock.
You're looking.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on it.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers. With any luck, your assassin would be as bad at hiding their tracks as they were at making sure you stay dead. You, wouldn't think behind the embassy spy.
Point for you!
Glad that's it.
Aye, aye.
Be aware. There's, probably 1,000 spiders in there. Keep quiet.
Quick and quiet. Watch yourselves. Here we go! Beat that, Marius!
Another win, but who's counting?
Captain from the Valiant Trading Company seeks a criminal known as Trevor. Trevor and his crew are believed armed and deadly.
You should see the drunks try to grab the lanterns. Gets me every time.
Your affairs of men have no place at this tree.
What do you want? Quickly! I haven't... Everything! This performance is a nightmare! My friends thought it'd be funny to get roaring drunk last night. One showed up today, and he was in no shape to perform. They've all gathered out there, and I don't have a show to give them. I can't play every part myself. I just can't.
I've heard imagining the audience naked helps.
Do you really believe that?
Hmm.
I suppose they wouldn't object to a one-man show. The question is, which one? I could do Beltramo's Lament, or the Deerwood Tree, or maybe the Maid Queen's Conquest. Yes, that should do perfectly.
I always thought they should move to High Market.
You've been very kind. Thank you. Dear listeners, a solo performance I have for you today. Prepare to be awed by feats of verse and memory. But before the show begins, perhaps a demonstration to whet your appetites. Follow me on an auditory adventure, a tour of the living lands and its most wild creatures. First, let me introduce you to the mating call of the Stelgar, the ruin of so many. A silent and stealthy feline. Few have heard its call, and fewer still have lived to tell the tale. Hold your applause, my dear friends. There's more to come. Perhaps you've heard the fearsome Stelgar before. After all, just a small few have lived after running into one. But have you ever heard the distress call of a fearsome Bellerock? Of course not! Bellerocks live deep within the living land, rarely seen by any brave souls.
No signs of a struggle. Looks like misadventure to me.
I don't know. Look like that?
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory.
Hail. I take it you're new to these parts? If so, you're going to want to heed my advice. Up these stairs is the Pearl District. Ever since the Sparrowhawks took over, it's become a right deadly place. A group of smugglers, vicious killers, the lot of them, as far as I'm concerned. A number of artisans actually support these piles of Stelgar dung, if you can believe it. They see them as a beacon of independence, resisting your countrymen. Oh, watch out for their leader. He's a big, mean bastard, that one.
How big are we talking? Even Marius is a big, mean bastard compared to you.
Never heard that before.
Says you, fishman. Can you believe the cheek on? Thala the Taskmaster, they call him. An ogre, if you can believe it. Only seen him once, myself, and I hope you're right.
Adherents ain't welcome around the Pearl District. Mind yourself.
God, got a real ugly mug.
Coming in hot.
Quiet as the depths.
That's one for us.
Looks like a piece of a totem of some kind.
No one's come to claim him. I suppose I should.
Smile and be yourself. Or maybe just smile.
Let us in, sweetheart.
I told you, we're closed.
Not for us, you're not.
What's a man gotta do to get his knee?
Not you, too. I can handle them.
This girl thinks she's gonna keep us out of the bathhouse.
You might own half the district, but you don't own the mermaid's den.
We'll see about that.
You don't like it? Take it up with your second in command. He's the one who stole from us.
That's a load of...
I knew this was Jago's fault. This isn't over.
Sorry. This district used to be a nice place. The Sparrowhawks always got along fine with us, and then they, I better not talk about it. Juliana told us to be discreet. She's inside. If you want to help. You'd better hope.
There. That's the apothecary.
All you have is... If it's not enough.
I'm telling you, there's no coin.
Huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you? Gah, it doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead man. What happens here does not concern you.
Walk away. Ha! You and Deerins always think everyone's out to get you.